Hello everyone, I'm Kyle with Roland Pro AV. Macros are a great way to add automation to your video switching and simplify your workflow. One of the key features to our macros is that you don't need to record your actions in real time. Instead, you simply just need to make a list, and you can always go back and rearrange your order of the list and edit your actions later on. So let's get into making a macro. For this macro, we're going to want a 50-50 look with an image in the background. To start off, we're going to go over to macro, and then we're going to edit our macros. We'll go ahead and edit macro 1. We'll start off by initializing the demo that comes with your V-160 when reset to its factory settings. We'll go ahead and add a function. We'll start off with the left side window and adding the source, which will be the first pip and key, and we want that to be our first camera source. We're going to duplicate this, make our second pip and key, and make it our second camera source. Now we have our two camera sources for our picture-in-picture and keys. Now we're going to create the windows. We want this to be a direct cut, so we're going to make our take time 0 seconds. Our horizontal position, we'll make it -50. Our vertical position, we want dead center. We'll make that at 0. We're going to duplicate this and select it on our pip and key 2 and set our window to 50. Next up, we'll add our pip windows to turn on and off. We'll simply cut those, and we only want it to go to program. We'll duplicate that. Use it for our second window as well. We'll also want at the same time to add an image in the background. And once all these actions are added in, we'll go ahead and record that list and apply. If you place a certain item in the wrong spot on your list, you can simply rearrange it by selecting that action and moving it where you'd like it to be. It's always good practice after moving items to re-record your macro and apply that movement. After editing our list, we can simply go back into our macros mode and recall that specific macro. Creating your macros in the remote control software or iPad app can make your workflow even simpler. We can go in and edit a macro and simply add any of the following actions on our list. And with editing our macros on a remote control software, they could also be recalled from the remote control software or the iPad application. So one of the key features to macros is to control external devices from macro recalls. We're going to go into our camera controller here in our remote control software, and we're going to set our position, store the current position that it is currently at to preset 1. We're going to widen out just a hair on our PTZ, and we're going to store this as position 2. Now when we recall position 1 and position 2, you can see we have our two different presets. When we go into macros, we're going to edit macro 3, and we're going to add a function to recall a preset memory from camera 2, and we want to recall position 2. With this as well, we're also going to turn on our DSK source only to our program. We're going to turn off the preview DSK source. We'll also add a wait time of 1 second. And then we're going to turn off the DSK source. We'll just copy this function and turn that off. And then at the end, we'll go back. We'll copy this to the end. We'll go back to preset 1. So with that now, after we record it, we have this macro queued up in our macro list. So now when we press our macro 3 button, it will recall the preset, turn on our DSK, wait 1 second, turn off the DSK, and finally recall back to our first preset. Thank you for watching, and for more information, go to our website at proav.roland.com.